What is the pathway to find a job in 6 to 9 months? That is what we're going to discuss. As I said, no matter where you're coming from, whatever you're doing, whatever you're studying, you're doing all of those things for one purpose, to find a job, right? There's nothing else. For that to do, we have this diploma in AI Ops, diploma in artificial intelligence operations, where we teach you some of the key core elements with lab exercises, Al Razak labs, the RQF labs. All of these things are covered. All of these things are covered in a much more detail, right? The exams are so simple, anyone and everyone can pass. There are no prerequisites. And you save a boatload of money by just doing and following the pathway, right? So no matter in which country you are, no matter whatever you're studying, no matter what your age is, it doesn't matter. If you want to be in the industry, you need to have these skills. People are creating second career in Europe and in North America, in NATO countries. The reason is they need people with the skills. They can't find the people. So you have all the skills that you need under this diploma with the virtual internship, no prerequisites, 100% money back guarantee, 100% money back guarantee. No one does that, right? Follow the course, complete the MCQs exams. Anyone and everyone can pass the MCQ exams. They're so simple, anyone can study those exams and they can pass those exams. They're as simple as that. I mean, that's how we have designed it, right? So all you need to do is you need to have the time, and you need to spend at least 3 to 4 hours every day with consistency, because you need to find a job. You need to, or start your own business or whatever you want to do. That is what we are teaching, and that is what we are delivering. So diploma in artificial intelligence consists of multiple parts. The first part is DCCS, cloud security, and cybersecurity and GRC. Wherever you go, whatever industry you are in, they are susceptible and vulnerable to all of these different attacks, because everything is connected online. If it's connected online, it can be hacked. Even if it is artificial intelligence, it can be hacked. You need to follow that pathway. So DCCS. The second path is DevOps. DevOps, development operations, not the development, no, not the software development, but the way to package the applications, manage the containers, manage the automation aspects. That's what it is. The third is, this is the first part, right? The base, and then on top of the base, we have basically the DevOps and then the SysOps. The SysOps is the infrastructure, because everything lives on the cloud. If it's artificial intelligence, infrastructure, it all comes down to that. Everything is there. The third part is artificial intelligence, right? So these are the parts: DCCS, DevOps, SysOps, AI. You combine it all together, you mishmash them all together. This is what makes this artificial intelligence operations. Because what happens is you're learning how to use artificial intelligence, essentially, to make processes of the business secure, compliant, reliable, efficient, effective, get all the data, automation, all of these things. Then you can start your own business. You can do your own stuff. You can work in any organization. There, as an ML engineer, or as an AI engineer, as a cloud engineer, as a DevOps, there are more than 50 disciplines you can work in. It all comes down to having that key skill. If on top of this key skill, you can type in, any of those things. Like, for example, you can combine blockchain, or you can combine offensive security, or you can combine any other aspects, GRC and other things, and whatever you want to do. So that's essentially the crux of how you can secure your job in a 6 to 9 months time. People here in our, people who have been studying with us, they join in, they have, no background. Their qualification is, high school. They just completed 12th grade. But these people, they are working at US Department of Agriculture from these Asian countries, working remotely. earning six-figure salaries. Then these people, they're working for high-tech companies, are earning six-figure salaries per month. So the ROI, whatever they paid us, they already secured that money back in 1 to 2 months' time. Because they followed the pathway as described. As we prescribe them, follow this pathway, and you'll be able to secure. And that's exactly what they do. So they follow the pathway as is, as it's given to them. This is what you need to follow. If you follow that pathway, every single thing is impacted, right? Now, there are certain questions like which are coming. What is my age? I'm 40 years old, I'm 50 years old. If you want to do something, you can learn. If you think that you are 60 years old and you don't want to do anything and you just want to sit at home or whatever you want to do, it's up to you. You may not be able to, a 60-year-old guy may not be able to apply, for immigration outside. I mean, that's not going to happen. I have to be completely honest. Up until 55 something, you can apply for immigration, you can go secure a job, whatever you want to do. As you hit 60, it's almost late, because 65, 67 is the retirement age, defined within the West, right? They are trying to push it to 70 in some countries, whatever the case is, but it all depends, what you want to do. For the youth, it's ideal. For the people who are in their mid-level career, in 40, 50, between 40 to 45, 40 to 50, if they want to do something, this is their chance. 40 is young, right? As soon as you hit 55, you are in the old range. Then you have to do something. But to work remotely, to work freelancing, to work on your own, to be your own boss, you can have all of these things. And that's what matters, right? So this is essentially a high-level discussion. So I already showed you all the pathways. Now, one of the things you need to do is you need to learn all of these things. As I said, alnafe.com/AIOps. Go here. You'll be able to see. This is a very interesting thing that everyone asks. What is EduCall level 6? What is that? What is this? What is that? I'm going to show you a document. This is a document by basically, by QAA, which is one of the bodies of UK. The document name is Qualification Can Cross Boundaries, right? So anyone, this is RQF. This is what we follow. Where you can follow FHEQ, RQF, CQFW. These are the different frameworks. In European Union, all the European states, since UK is not part of the European Union, everyone follows EQF, European Qualification Framework. In North America, USA, Canada, they have their own framework, which maps to EQF and all of these frameworks, right? So if you do RQF level 6, in 3 years, instead of spending 3 to 4 years doing your bachelor's, you can do this in 12 months to 18 months. People have been able to complete that in 9 months' time, because this is equivalent to a bachelor's degree, level 6, So that's what you need to acquire. And then in different level frameworks, they have different things. And this is what they have with the regulated qualification framework. As I showed you, level 6 is equivalent to bachelor's degree. Now, I'm going to show you something else, average fee in UK for international students, right? It ranges from 11,400 to 38,000 pounds. Average is about 22,000 pounds per annum, right? This is the cost. If I do the same thing, right? If I do the same thing in USA, right? And I type in USA. And if I do the same thing, right, in Canada, I do the same thing. And you can do the same thing for any country you like, right? So in Canada, for the international undergraduate, it is 36,000 pounds per, Canadian dollars, right? In US, for international students, it's between $25,000 to $45,000 per tuition. This is only tuition and living expenses. They've added living expenses in there as well, right? And then in average fee in UK, if I just add in plus living expenses, plus living expenses, right? Per year, and the London is like 15 to, so we are looking at almost 30,000 pounds per annum in UK. Similarly, in US is 25 to 45,000 pounds with living expenses. And in Canada, it's like that. And basically, for the if you add the tuition cost, this is just the tuition cost. If you add like $10,000 to $12,000, we're looking at least, roughly, I would say $15,000 of living expenses. We're looking at $50,000 Canadian, or $45,000 US, or in UK, it's 30,000 pounds for 1 year of bachelor's. 1 year. 2 years, double it up. 3 years, triple it up. So in UK, it's going to be 90,000 pounds. In USA, it's going to be almost 150,000 USD. In Canada, it's going to be almost 150,000 Canadian. You can do the same level of diploma from your country, wherever you are, around 2,000 pounds altogether. Everything, all the expenses, exams, everything. So you saved 90,000 pounds, 3 years of your time going outside, doing odd jobs, all of those tough things, versus doing diploma in AI ops, right? So you can imagine the benefits. You get the same thing, right? You get the same thing. You get all of those things. You get all the benefits. You save your time, and you're able to do all of those things within 12 to 18 months. People, as I said, people have been able to do in 9 months. They are exceptions. They work very hard. They study 5, 6, 7 hours a day. They're not exceptionally smart. No, they're hardworking. I don't classify myself as the smartest guy in the room. I'm only the hardest guy in the most hardworking guy in the room. That's how I classify myself. I don't classify myself as the smartest guy. But I start my day early. I end my day very late. I keep on working, working, working. That's what I do. I manage my time. So everyone is different. So you can save your time, save your money, go with 100% guarantee job. That is AI ops. This is what we do.